Welcome back to another Explainer. Today, we're diving into a fascinating case study in residential design and community living. If you've been watching the real estate market lately, you already know that finding a place that actually feels like a home rather than a cramped hotel is getting harder and harder. So let's jump right into this. We are looking at La Aloma Apartments, a two-story garden-style community that essentially solves the modern renting nightmare. We're going to explore exactly how the source material illustrates their approach to flipping the script on what it means to actually have space, character, and absolute peace in your daily life.
Now, let me ask you this. Does this scenario sound painfully familiar? You pull up to one of those shiny, brand new apartment buildings after an incredibly long day, and you just want to get inside. But instead, there's absolutely nowhere to leave your vehicle. You end up circling the block like you're qualifying for the Daytona 500, just praying for a single tiny spot to open up. It's completely exhausting. The material we're looking at today tackles this exact frustration head-on, noting how common it is for places to look brand new but completely fail on the most basic logistics. But as you'll see, that's definitely not the case with the community we're exploring today.
Our source perfectly illustrates the core conflict in today's rental landscape. We're constantly sold this idea of modern luxury, but in reality, according to the source, that often just means your kitchen is practically touching your bed and there is zero space for your car. Let's contrast that with the classic two-story garden-style design of La Aloma. We are talking about actual breathing room, real closets, and ample vehicle real estate without the hassle of restrictive gates. It is a completely different philosophy on how we should live. The source material also tackles a word that gets thrown around a ton in real estate: character. They explicitly point out that La Aloma isn't pretending to have been built yesterday. It actually has genuine character. And here, that isn't just some clever marketing buzzword for old. It translates directly to uncommonly large 1-, 2-, and 3-bedroom floor plans. It means when you walk through the door, you aren't immediately bumping into your furniture. You get real closets, the kind you can actually store things in, and genuine breathing room. It's all about prioritizing the resident's comfort over just cramming as many units as possible into a single concrete block. So, an absolutely crucial point the source highlights is this specific number: 100%. At La Aloma, there is a 100% certainty that your friends can come over to visit and actually find a spot for their vehicle. Think about how incredibly rare that is right now. You don't have to start an argument or stress out just because you invited company over. The source points out that in Florida, having this level of abundant space is treated as a true premium amenity. It's honestly a game changer for your social life and your daily peace of mind. And this sense of abundant space extends right out into the broader lifestyle, thanks to a frankly incredible location. La Aloma is situated right in Winter Park, putting you directly at the epicenter of everything you could possibly need. You're super connected to Full Sail University and UCF. You've got Target right there for your essentials. Plus, you're right by the charm of downtown Winter Park, surrounded by endless dining and shopping. It is unmatched convenience, making sure everything you need for your daily routine is literally just moments away. I absolutely love this quote straight from the source material. Need coffee because adulthood is exhausting? Also nearby. It's funny, it's super relatable, and it perfectly captures the welcoming, empathetic tone of this community. Because let's face it, adulthood is exhausting. Running errands is tiring, but when your home base is positioned so perfectly, those little daily burdens become so much lighter. Whether you're starving and need food nearby, or you desperately need that afternoon caffeine fix just to get through the day, it's all right there. Let's take a quick walk through the amenities you get in this open, ungated environment. It's a deliberate shift away from those claustrophobic modern complexes we talked about earlier. The property is packed with resort-style features. First up, you aren't just getting one but 2 swimming pools. Second, there's a dedicated fitness center and super convenient laundry rooms. Third, and this is a fantastic feature, you get direct access to the Caddy-Way bike trail. As the source jokingly points out, this means technically you can exercise. They aren't saying you will, but hey, the option is there. And finally, you get great day-to-day comforts like valet trash service, plus private patios and balconies for that absolutely crucial outdoor living space. Beyond the floor plans and the amenities, what really defines La Aloma is the atmosphere. The source describes it as a genuinely peaceful and welcoming vibe. We are talking about swaying palm trees, chill green spaces, and a relaxed environment that actually feels like a true home. It's not some sterile concrete box. It is a living, breathing community where you can truly unwind and catch your breath. That brings us to a really stark contrast presented by the source. On one side, you have the outside world. Anyone familiar with Orlando knows the absolute exhausting chaos of I-4 traffic. It is peak adulthood exhaustion. But on the other side, you have La Aloma. The source material notes that when you come home to this environment, you can practically feel your blood pressure drop immediately. And that is so vital. When you're fighting through that daily grind, you desperately need pure recovery time. La Aloma provides exactly that. It's a sanctuary where you can recharge completely away from the noise. Which leads us to the source's final provocative question. Are you ready to finally breathe easy? Are you ready to escape the modern renting trap, claim a haven with guaranteed space for your car, and actually enjoy coming home? For those looking to capture that incredible winter park location and a genuinely peaceful community, the source points you directly to La Aloma Apartments online or by phone at 407-677-7722. Just think about how much time you actually spend in your home. Doesn't it make sense to choose a place with real character, real space, and absolute peace? Thanks so much for joining me for this explanator, and I will see you next time.